Alright y'all, so I'm recording this maybe a week or a week and a half after this has been originally recorded, and I'm in the middle of wrapping the car. It's almost done, so I just wanted to give you guys an update, but the car should be done within the next few days, and you guys will see it in the next video for sure. So just stay tuned for that. But this is just a review of the dash cam that I currently have. I'll let you guys know my thoughts, pros, cons of it, and how it goes, along with some clips on how it looks like. So enjoy the video. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a follow-up video on the video that I just posted right before this on why everyone needs a dash cam. And today I'm gonna be doing like a full kind of like review of the dash cam that I got, which is the Thinkware F200 Pro. Thinkware dash cam F200 Pro. So I'll go over stuff like installation, recording quality, audio quality, as well as how it looks like in the car, in the front and the back. So we'll go over all that stuff in today's video. And obviously this is gonna be a very opinionated review. I'm not being paid by this. Thinkware didn't reach out to me and was like, hey, you trying to review our dash cam? No. This is gonna be like a full honest review, and I always want to provide you guys with information that you guys can make right decisions on your own. So let me show you guys on how it looks like currently in the car and all the installation process that I had to go through and what you guys will go through if you guys buy this dash cam as well. So first things first, we're gonna start off in the car, and I'm gonna show you guys how the dash cam looks like in the front and in the back that you can kind of see back there already. So first things first, we're gonna ignore all the wiring. I didn't bother cleaning up all the wires just because I was like, you know what, am I gonna keep it or am I gonna return it to Amazon? What am I gonna do? You see the dash cam up here, there is no screen on the back. It's really just a microphone type of speaker back here. Nothing really too much about it. And if I go ahead and shine my light a little bit on there, you can see two buttons. Well, maybe you can't really see it, but you see a Wi-Fi button on the right, and right next to that on the left is gonna be a record button. So if anything goes wrong, someone hits you or anything like that, you do want to make sure you press that record button, because it will record anything 10 seconds after the hit and 10 seconds before the hit, just so you guys kind of have that footage on there as a feature. And you do see these two plugs, this one and this one. This one is going to be the power that's going to power this dash cam, and this one wires all the way down here to the cigarette lighter. And this one is for the rear dash cam that runs all the way from here all the way into the back. And I did clean up a little bit, but it's not like super neat or anything. You can still see the wire back there, but we'll go ahead and go back there after this. So I did show you guys that this one is plugged into the cigarette lighter. You do have two options. You do have this one, and you can route it from the fuse box, which came into the box. You do have the power and the ground wires for that. And that one is a little bit more difficult. You know, you're gonna have to like find the ground, you gotta find the power, blah, 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 all that stuff. But I just decided to go with the power, the cigarette lighter power through here, just because I felt like it was a little easier. But when you do install this, you're gonna wanna run this up here, and you know, run that on the pillar, run it down here, then you have it plugged in here. So now let's head to the back and let me show you guys how the rear dash cam looks like. So if we're looking at it from the back of the car, let's say someone's like, you know, scoping out your car. Let's say you're parked at the mall or something, and they're like, yo, this car, kind of want to mess with it. If your windows are tinted, there's a good chance it probably won't see the dash cam. Honestly, I can't even see it myself. If your windows aren't tinted and they're pretty much clear glass, they may be able to see it, but it is super small, so you probably won't be able to see the rear dash cam. And let's go ahead and head to the front so I can show you guys how it looks like. So this one is a little bit more visible. You know, it's not like super crazy. We're gonna be like, oh damn, like he has a dash cam, but it is there. Kind of see it there. You know, in California, we can't have any front window tint, so obviously this is gonna be clear and you can see the dash cam more visibly. If you live in a state where you can tint the front windows, there's a good chance, you know, no one's gonna be able to see the dash cam, or even you. So that's a good plus if someone's like walking around your car and they're like, yeah, I kind of want to mess with it. You do have front coverage and you do have rear coverage. So I guess that's a good thing. So as for the installation process and how it kind of looks like, and you know, the wiring and all that stuff, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Just because, you know, installation was actually pretty easy. The only thing that I would prefer is it having a battery. You do have other options in terms of dash cams where you do have the battery up in the front, but there is no dash cam in the back, which is something that I actually wanted. I wanted a rear dash cam and I wanted the front dash cam, just so, you know, I kind of have coverage all around. But I think the biggest thing that, you know, everyone looks for is quality. So let's go ahead, let's go drive her a little bit, and then I'll check in with you guys later when we can review the footage. All right, so before we go ahead and start driving, I just want to show you guys the feature that's on your phone that you guys can see live view instead of having the screen up there. So there is an application on your phone called Thinkware, and it allows the option of connecting via Wi-Fi to the dash cam from your phone. So you have file list, dash cam settings, dash cam info, connection settings, blah, blah, blah. But the main thing we want to go to is live view up at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but go ahead and click on live view. It will show you how it looks like up in the front as well as in the back. So you do have front and rear footage on your phone that you can see based on your phone. And honestly, the software and the layout of everything, I feel like could be updated a little bit more. It feels like it's lacking a little bit. I feel like it's a little outdated. Quality wise, it's not the best just based on how it looks like on the phone, but the biggest test is having to see it when it's on your computer. You get the micro SD card and put it on your laptop or your computer or whatever. So now let's go ahead and drive, and then I'll show you guys how the footage looks like when we come back home. Alright y'all, so I'm going to show you guys how the dash cam looks when after you upload it to your computer. You guys can see your footage from the front camera to the rear camera and all that stuff in between. So let me go ahead and show you guys how it looks like, how the footage looks like. So let's go ahead and dive in. Alright y'all, so we're just looking at the clips here, and the interface of the dash cam does look, I don't want to say it looks outdated, but it looks like it could be updated a little more. It looks very, I don't want to say cheap, but it does look a little outdated, of course. So in the front, in the big screen here, you do have the front camera, and in the top right corner you do have the rear camera, and I believe you can switch it so you can see the rear camera up in the middle and then the front camera in the top right corner. So that's pretty cool. You obviously have the map and the GPS that you can connect to your dash cam underneath that, and then below that you do have the clips that you recorded, right? And then at the bottom it looks like you have your speedometer, latitude and longitude, and then here it looks like you have a sensor for the car itself. And I don't know if the IS is the model car for the whatever this is in the bottom, but that's pretty cool that it kind of detected it. So but let's go ahead and play this. I was playing around with it a little bit just so I can kind of get used to it, but let me show you guys how it works. So you can play it. Okay. So you can hear the audio, and I do remember someone asking me in the last video if you can mute the audio, and it looks like you can lower the volume, raise it as much as you want, or you can pretty much just straight mute it, which is a good thing, because I don't know about you guys, but if someone, like if a driver does something dumb in front of me, I'm gonna have some commentary of myself. If you want to mute it, you do have the option to. If you want to keep it at full volume, you can go ahead as well. I tend to blast my music very loud, and if it's a song that I mess with, I may be singing to it, so there's a good chance something does happen. I may just want to mute it so no one hears it, so you do have the option for that. So we're just going to use this clip right here, and it looks like you can zoom. I'm not going to obviously zoom into this dude's license plate, but you do have the option to zoom as well as move. So with the Mac, you can obviously use the trackpad and you can just go around in circles, do whatever you need to do. From this distance, it doesn't look like you can see this person's license plate, which, if you're using it for that kind of purpose, may not be the best. But if we turn it from the back, the footage is actually pretty clear. And then we switch to the front, the footage is actually pretty clear as well. So the front does look like it has a clear, like wide range of view. So if something does happen, someone like tries to get in your lane from the right lane or the left lane, whatever, it looks like you can see it. And I tried to center my dash cam as center as possible so I can have a clear, wide range of view. With the rear, I tried to place it as center in the back as possible, but obviously failed on that. The wide range of view isn't as much as the front, but I think the back does a job, and it looks decent with the wide range of view, but the quality does look pretty good. So whatever you need to do, it looks like you can see it. And if we're looking at it from, like, can we see license plates? This one looks pretty blurry, so I don't think I'll be able to see anything, but if you are using it for like safety purposes, for someone hits you or anything like that, you do have the footage for that. I'm gonna go to the next clip, and then we can see how the car looks when it's in action. So it does look pretty good. You can obviously see I took off a little bit, but the video quality is very clear, and from what I can hear from it, you guys will probably have to just take my word on it, you can hear my exhaust tone pretty loud with the music still up, and I believe the windows are all down, just the front two. So that's just some context. You still will be able to hear yourself talk, sing, whatever, stuff like that, with the windows down and the music up and the exhaust pretty loud. So just some context, you can still hear audio, but for the most part, all of the clips do look pretty clear. One thing that I am noticing is that it's not picking up my speed. I didn't set it to that, so that's probably why it's not working. It is detecting something with the left gauge as well as the right gauge, so we know that's working. It's just not doing the speed. But overall, you know, footage wise, it does look very clear. It does do its job for exactly what I needed to do. You know, make sure that I can see everything in the clear sign of view, make sure it's clear enough. And what I can notice is that you can't see license plates when you're moving, but you can see license plates pretty clearly when you're stopped. You obviously get what you pay for. I paid 200 bucks for this. Was it worth it? I do absolutely think so, from the front and the rear quality of the dash cam. So I think this is a very good, you know, starter dash cam if you are looking into getting one. This is definitely something that you want to invest your money in. There are obviously other dash cams out there for cheaper the price, but you obviously get what you pay for. This is the one that I bought just because you have the front and rear coverage. You do have the motion detection. If like your car feels moving or anything like that, the dash cam will pick it up. I just haven't set it, so that's why I felt like this dash cam was better for what I was going to use it for. I would absolutely recommend this to anyone who is in the market for one. If you never had one, I think this is a good starter one. If you went through like 2-3 dash cams already and you kind of know your way around this, you know, I feel like this is something that maybe you can find useful, but you know what you're getting yourself into if you are experienced with dash cams. But if you guys found this video helpful, definitely give this video a big thumbs up, and if you guys aren't already, definitely subscribe to the channel down below. I'll keep you guys updated on how the dash cam goes as I drive it more, as I drive the car more, so you guys will hear updates on that. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the wrap should be finished within the next couple days, and you guys should see it very, very soon. I don't want to give any sneak peeks, but let's just say the wrap looks 100 times better than I originally anticipated, and I think you guys will absolutely love it. So definitely stay tuned for the next few videos when the wrap is revealed. But until the next video, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.